Hello and welcome everyone. This is Professor Siddharth Surana. I hope you guys are doing good. और मैं तो हमेशा मस्त ही रहता हूँ. Let us continue with our crash course. By now, with 2 chapters being completed, I'm sure you have understood the style. Whatever requires detailed explanation will be taken from our full course, but whatever does not will be done from the PDF of our handwritten book with memes. This guy is a very famous guy in Bollywood. This character, not the actor, but the character played by him, it is an iconic character called Babu Bhaiya. So, this chapter involves logic. When an assessee was caught holding huge amount of cash is discovered. So, he used to escape levy of interest penalty by saying what? Abhi 10 minute pehle hi loan liya. In that movie, jiska scene this is, someone calls him continuously and harasses. Hello, is this Star Fisheries? He is the owner of Star Garage. But the people want to call Star Fisheries. And they used to read the telephone directory in which there was a printing mistake. So they used to call him, hello, Star Fisheries. One day he got angry and said, Abhi 10 minute pehle mar gaya, died 10 minutes ago. You have any problem? So that 10 minute pehle mar gaya, we have changed to 10 minute pehle loan liya. That's the minor change that we have done out here. Because assessee was escaping the levy of interest, tax, penalty, everything, we have created section 269 SS, which will prohibit taking of loans in cash, and 269T, which will prohibit repayment of loans in cash. Taking is prohibited, repayment is also prohibited. Clearly written, no person shall take or accept. That means our target is the borrower. We are targeting the borrower. Lender is not a problem. We are catching you with undisclosed cash. You are the person who is caught. You are saying, sir, I have borrowed money. So the person holding the undisclosed income is the borrower. So the borrower. Or in case the person says that, sir, this is a token that I have received for my property advance. Then who receives advance, buyer or seller? Seller. So cash received by borrower in the form of loan or seller in the form of token, cash will be prohibited. Any loan, deposit or advance for transfer of property. So seller will get covered in this and borrower will get covered in this. Whenever a person claims, what is the source of your cash? Sir, I have borrowed money. Sir, I have received advance for sale of property. Whenever a person receives cash, other than the 3 allowable modes, all throughout the book we have used the term 3 allowable modes. 3 allowable. Which 3? Account paid check. Identity of payer and payee is established. Account paid draft. It is prepaid, same as check, but prepaid. Identity is established. And modern days, modern solutions, electronic clearing system through a bank or other prescribed. Other prescribed can be through UPI, QR code, anything. If you want to do transaction, you can do through these modes. But if you do through other modes, and the amount of loan that you have taken. Today you are taking a loan. And in the past, if you have taken any loan from the same party in any mode, means earlier it is possible that you have taken 15,000 in check and now you are taking 5,000 in cash. This today's transaction is a disallowed mode and the total is equal to 20. Equal to 20 is also prohibited. Means you can take cash loan up to 19,999 from one party is what you have to understand. Cash loan up to 19,999 can be taken from one party. What is the threshold on taking cash loan? Up to 19,999 ka cash loan you can take from one party. That is the threshold. Okay. But exceptions. Any loan taken from the government or by the government. From government, by government. From government company or by government company. From statutory corporation or by statutory corporation. From a bank or by, see, bank's responsibility is to handle cash. You will withdraw money from your own account and you will deposit money in your own account. And any other notified institution which they can release a circular. Also, if the lender and borrower are both farmers having no other income, then this section 269 SS is not applicable. Means such people can do transactions of 20,000 or more in cash. But if we have to do any transaction, we can do up to 19,999 in cash. Exact 20 in cash is also prohibited. Plus, if you have done any transaction with the same party earlier, that will also be taken for the balance purposes, even if allowed more. See, earlier you have taken in cash 15,000. Now you are taking in cash 5,000. The total is a violation. But earlier you have taken in check and now you are taking in cash, still the total is touching 20,000, it is still a violation, because equal to 20 is also a violation. And if you have done a contravention, so you will be having a penalty equal to the amount of loan, advance or deposit which is taken. Means the borrower will suffer the penalty on the person who has taken or accepted the loan. So if I say that I have taken a loan of 5 lakh in cash, I will be liable for 5 lakh penalty. Whoever is the borrower, if I say I have received token of sale of property, advance of sale of property 2 lakhs in cash, so I, the receiver, will be liable. Means the giver will be immune. The receiver will be liable for penalty. How much penalty? 100% penalty. So if I have taken 20,000 cash loan, 20,000 penalty. If I took 15,000 first in check, now I take 5,000 in cash, then only 5 is the penalty. 15 will be taken for balance, but violation is only on 5. 15 was allowed more, so 5 will be the penalty. That amount due to which the section got triggered will also be the amount of penalty that will be levied on you. That amount which you have taken in violation of 269 SS will be your amount of penalty. Some case laws, in case of genuine and bona fide transaction, we will not levy the penalty. It is your responsibility to prove it to the AO. It's a question of fact and you can fight till ICAI. If it is genuine circumstance, then penalty will not be levied. That was Supreme Court judgment, Kumari A.B. Shanti. Others are, High Court judgments or ICAI judgments. They are not very important. So any transaction between sister concern, temporary period is not loan, advance, deposit. No need to apply any penalty. Any transfer voucher of bank. देखो banking से how can you do transaction? Account pay check, account pay draft, or you can sign something called a transfer voucher. Again, no penalty. If it's a transaction done through transfer voucher, no penalty because bank is involved. Any transaction between firm and partner, no penalty because firm and partner ka transaction are basically capital and drawings, not loan, advance or deposit. Okay. If it is done for a genuine transaction, no penalty will be levied. Any contribution towards share capital, share application money is not loan, advance or deposit. And finally, in one Rajasthan High Court, it was decided that the penalty will be only excess over 20. Supposingly you have taken 25,000 cash loan, so only 5,000 will be penalty, which is wrong because exact 20 is also a violation. So ICAI does not follow. Exact 20 will also attract penalty. The assessing officer can either invoke this chapter and levy this penalty, or he can call your cash unexplained cash and levy concealment penalty, but he cannot levy both. He can either levy concealment penalty or he can levy cash loan penalty. He cannot accept your cash loan story, still call it concealment. He can't levy both penalties on you. That's the first part of the chapter. Likewise, because we wanted to curb cash in the economy, so we brought second part of the chapter. The loans that you have taken, if you have to repay the loans, so who will repay? The borrower. Very rarely it happens, but sometimes sellers return the tokens. Sometimes, legally they have the right to forfeit token due to non-payment of balance money. But if the buyer and seller share good relations, so seller might return. So if you are returning the loan, advance or deposit, once again you have to return through the same 3 modes. If the total amount which is outstanding, obviously before repayment. See, after repayment, so you can make it 0 also. Before repayment, if the total outstanding amount is 20,000 rupees or more. Before repayment, if the total outstanding amount is 20,000 rupees or more, then in that case, you should be repaying through the 3 allowable modes. Otherwise, you will be liable for 100% penalty. Before repayment, if the outstanding is 20,000 or more, then repay in the same 3 allowable modes, same exceptions and contravention may same 100% penalty to the person who has repaid. But yes, there will be no cumulative penalty. When you took the loan, you have suffered the penalty. When you took the loan, you have suffered the penalty. Then at the time of repayment, you will not obviously be suffering the penalty again. If at the time of taking the loan, you have already suffered the penalty, then at the time of repayment of loan, you will not be suffering the penalty again. That's our chapter called cash loans. Very small chapter. That is why we had to do it from the PDF, the entire chapter. That's the end of the chapter. Thank you very much.